What's going on, guys? Agile General here again. We're coming back with another Rome 2 Siege battle. So this is another one that I played here. We got it in slow-mo right now because things start to pop off here. So just going over the army comps here. It is a 3v3, and I am playing as a Seleucids here. I brought, I don't know, quite a few of these thorax swordsmen here. I have some pikes and a bunch of Syrian heavy archers back here. And of course, you always have to have the tortoises coming along here. So, my ally, I have a Roman player over here who mostly just brought his armor legionaries. And, of course, he's got his auxiliary Syrians as well. And one artillery piece. And then we actually had a DLC faction come in. Sometimes hosts allow them, sometimes they don't. But in this case, he did. So, this is Gothy here. And yeah, I don't think I've seen this faction in a battle yet, so I was eager to see how they would turn out to do here. So a lot of Oathsworn warriors down here. You can see they're more of like the medieval faction. And then Gothic pikemen. The Gothic archers there. And he's got another big old artillery piece over here on this flank. Our opponents here will be facing off against Pontus. And unfortunately, this is from my perspective, and we were the attackers, so you won't be able to see everything here, but kind of keeps it interesting. Sparta, and then I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I will have to see as they get closer here, but Pontus, Sparta, and then someone else. I can't remember. But yeah, we'll get them here in a second. But Sparta, we were talking in the game chat here. I was like, oh, great position for a Scorpion. So he's just overlooking this entire valley area down in here. And I was pretty nervous about that, but that's fine. Yeah, so seeing as how there was no gate over here, and if they were going to use a gate, they'd have to come from all the way over here. I felt pretty safe that I could put a tortoise over here and bring it up to the wall this way. So on there, I just have some Royal Peltis, and then I have some Therios spears here to protect them in case some cav would come up. Here you can see Rome's moving up pretty quickly. Gothy, this entire battle, I will say, was a little bit slow to react, so that's okay, no worries. If you guys like Rome 2 Sieges, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. There'll be lots more coming up here shortly, so. See, I can't believe I can't remember what the other faction was, but. You got some Royal Spartans here in the city center. So I'm just about at the walls here. Sparta had these youths up here. Not sure if he planned on like trying to hold my men from the tower and then shoot him with the Scorpion. But I just, yeah, my plan is just to bring these up and knock down the walls here in the corner. So, Kush, that's what it was. That's the other faction here. So the other final defending faction here is Kush. And they brought a whole bunch of armored Shotel warriors. So here, I'm just getting to the walls. I held up my siege towers right here along this point, waiting for my tortoises to knock them down. Here, I left my guys on fire at will, so I wasted some javies there, unfortunately.
As you command.
But not a huge deal. Rome is just getting up to the walls over here as well. In fact, they're actually going on the walls here. That's some armored legionaries coming up. Kush is ready to meet them. And Pontus was mainly squaring off against Gothy over here. I'll just call them the Goths, because even though they're labeled as Gothy in the game, I think Goths just works better. So here you can see the Goths are moving up. They're about ready to charge in up over this wall here. And Pontus is ready to meet them here with just some regular old hoplites. Pontus to me is always like a hit or miss kind of faction. Like either they do really good or they do really bad. Here you have the Goths engaging with top lights here from Pontus. Go back over here. Rome is now taking this, taking over this gatehouse, but Kush is ready. Kush has got his Shotel warriors. He's got his Kushite archers here ready to fire up over them. And Sparta pretty much gave up the walls on my side over here. They pulled back to these little choke points here. I think he was just trying to get some good angles with the Scorpion that was still sitting up here. Yeah, when I knocked down the walls, it actually killed quite a few of these Spartan youths. So didn't really work out the best for them, but having to waste some of my javies. That's okay. But Sparta here, setting up a nice wall for me. And I brought my Cavan, not seeing that these Spartans were here, thinking, oh, I'll get a quick charge in the back of these armored Shotels, and I saw this Spartan hoplites here and they're failing, so I was like, oh, nope, never mind. So here, we have a bunch of Javies coming in from the Shotel warriors into these Eagle cohort that are in Testudo, but they were facing the wrong way. Like, look at this guy. So here they go. Rome is charging in. Rome's got some flaming artillery coming in. Pontus stands ready. They also have a Eastern Scorpion down here, firing up at the walls. But the armored Germanic swords from the Goths are quickly taking over here on the walls here, and Rome's moving up nicely. And at this point, yeah, I'm just pretty much getting my guys in. I took over the towers, and it does start to kill off quite a few of these Spartan hoplites, so that was nice for me there. But these Scorpions getting set up here, and I was pretty worried about them up there. Here he tried to bring down his Spartan youths into my Royal Peltis. And you'll see here as the battle goes on, this Scorpion is the bane of my my Royal Peltis existence. So Sparta set up great here in these choke points of the city. Got guys there, over here, and then way over here. So I have to go through Sparta. And I'm just trying to... Here I thought if I could hug this wall close enough, as you can see up there, the Scorpions couldn't shoot down on these guys, so I was happy with that. I'm just trying to hide behind some of these buildings here, but... and let the towers do some work. Again, over here, Rome fully engaged here. Kush is like anti-Rome. They have crazy armor piercing, and they will just hack through pretty much any Roman unit that gets in their way. But I'm not sure if this Roman player was newer or not, but I know he was getting shot by archers, so maybe that's why he's in Testudo. But so Rome, I'm already pushing Kush back here, and the Goths are still trying to take the walls up here on this side. But yeah, Pontus I think actually had kind of a harder area to hold, because he has this spot to hold over here, and he also has this entire area to hold right here. And then if the Goth player goes up this little path right here, he can get around to the backside of all of their frontline troops over here for Kush and Sparta. Over here now, you can see that Scorpion set up, and it's gonna start shooting into my guys down here now. But here I'm throwing my javies in. Oof, killed a lot of them there. This guy's got one through the head here, and he's still like trying to get up. That's a Spartan for you right there. Yeah, that is a Spartan for you. Another Javi volley. Didn't actually realize it was that effective when I was playing. But here, I'm engaged too. I saw that Rome was trying to push in over here, and he actually did. So I was trying to put the pressure on from this side as well. But you can see here these Kushite archers shooting into my flank of my men here. And I got some more Royal Peltis back here doing their Javi thing. Rome's still trying to shoot some already in, but here's the Heroes of Sparta engaged already. I was actually surprised he brought these guys up so fast, but Rome was trying to be super aggressive here, and you can see now that the Goth player was smart, and he used some of Rome's openings here from his tortoises, brought some of his infantry up around to help support Rome, as he wasn't making very much progress over here, unfortunately. So here, Pontus trying to set up his Scorpion on this little slope, shoot down onto the Goth player. There they go shooting now. Good spot for him. Over on my flank again. Got this unit isolated down here. I'm not actually sure how they got turned like that, but they are semi-facing the wrong way here. But he does have another line of Spartan hoplites ready to defend here. But here, Sparta pretty much makes a full retreat, seeing as how I was cutting through his men so quickly, as his Scorpion wasn't doing as much as he wanted it to be, I don't think. So, seeing that, I start bringing up these guys. I was going to try to hopefully get some good volleys in to these Spartan hoplites here right into their back. And pretty much my whole army is inside the walls at this point. The Spartans are just about to break here. And then I start getting rained by Cretan archers up here. And I brought in my my median cav, got some nice rear charges in on these Spartan hoplites. And over here, Rome has surrounded these Spartans with me. And yeah, they were losing decisively, so that's good. These Heroes of Sparta still trying to hold here, but they are vastly outnumbered. Again, Rome trying to be super aggressive. Capture the middle quickly. Fortunately, he was directly positioned against the Kush player. I'm sure on purpose by the Kush player. So, good move on our opponent there. So here, Pontus actually putting up a pretty good fight against Rome and some of Rome and the Goths here, and they managed to send up more Pontic swordsmen here to defend their walls. So the Goths, at this point I was like, okay, well, he's still got units left, but I was getting a little bit nervous because they're getting beaten fairly easily by Pontus over here. So, not too sure what was happening there. But yeah, great positioning from the Spartan player here, shooting down on my guys. And there was really, I was trying to get out of there, but this unit of Spartan hoplites would not break. I was rear charging them this whole time. I had my Theros spears, put all of their javelins into their back. And I had these Thorax swordsmen attacking from the front, and they just held. And the tower shooting at them on top of that. So I was getting a little bit frustrated with that there, to say the least. But here, Rome and I pushed Kush back and Sparta back up this little channel here. So we were happy that we claimed that. I'm not sure what happened here. This is actually like a pretty huge move that's going on right now. Is that Kush is killing all of Rome's archers. Because Rome kept bringing them up one by one, and Kush would just mow them down with their archers. Here you can see they're not even shooting. I think now he just gave the order to fire. They're already down to 90 men out of 120. The Pontus player here had his royal cavalry and as his general, and his general put in work this game. Great work to the Pontus player on the opponent's side. Over here you can see Rome's artillery still coming in, trying to get some good shots on the archers here. Fortunately, they're kind of hidden behind these little buildings right here. Again, this Spartan unit still getting rear charged. Down to 40 men, 37 men, dropping fast. Now they're finally going to break, I think. Yeah, this battle right here annoyed me quite a bit. Because that whole time, his archers were shooting down, his Scorpion was shooting down, and my guys were attacking from both sides here, and they were getting rear charged by a cav. Two different units of cav that I was cycling in and out and they just held that whole time. So kind of crazy on the Spartan hoplites here again. Didn't shoot at all these Syrian archers, and they're just about to rout. So I saw this, and I brought up my Syrian heavy archers. I saw he had 2 units over here, so I wanted to counteract that and start shooting his archers. Typically, when I'm in battles, I only really use archers to counter enemy archers or to kill pikes. Other than that, I don't like to use my arrows. Here you can see they are not well armored, and they drop like flies. So again, the Rome player definitely could have easily got rid of Kush's archers here with his. And instead, he just chose to stand back here, and literally, I don't think he shot a single arrow. He just got mowed down. So here, again, Pontus bringing his general into the backs of these Praetorian Guard who are trying to fight against Kush here. Yeah, Praetorian Guard losing decisively. So seeing that, the Goth player tried to rush over some of his Tervingi, probably butchering that, Tervingi warriors. Anyway, just a basic melee infantry, and try to trap the Pontic general in there. Again, Pontus still holding over here with hoplites, and I believe it's just swordsmen, yeah. So, like I said, Pontus either really good or really bad, in my experience. They're a 50-50 shot. And I think a lot of that just depends on the experience of the player here. I brought over my cav, my median cav, to try to help out in this fight over here, but I just couldn't get a good angle to slip through, because I really wanted to rear charge these Pontus units, but I couldn't get in there to help out, so well done again to the Pontus player. So here, Rome and I setting up, getting ready to charge in against Sparta. And Sparta moved his Scorpion Tower to aim down now and start shooting my infantry down here. And I actually didn't see this for a little bit as I was microing my cav over here. You can see in this fight trying to kill the Pontus general. So he starts obliterating my infantry over here in this line. So well done again to Sparta. This I told him a couple times in this battle, I was like, wow, that Scorpion really the MVP here, killing my army. I mean, they really just dwindle my units down here over time. But Sparta set up nicely here. Sparta is a tough nut to crack, for sure, in any siege battle when they're defending. They're actually not terrible at attacking either, despite having so many spears. At this point here, my ally and I were telling the Goth player, like, you need to move in your infantry more, like, we need support. And yeah, I'm not sure why he was playing so reserved. I know you guys have probably heard, like, Pixelated Apollo, Jackie Fish say, like, you can't just send up one unit at a time, into the city, or you're just going to get cut down. You got to be, you got to take that wall with a purpose. So here, Pontus trying to pull back a little bit. Pontus really gave it their all down here. And that was really good on their part, because they actually did really good against Goths here. Here I was able to slip my cav in behind. Get some nice charges into their swordsmen. I was scared of this Pontic Royal cav. I knew that it would decimate my median cav, but I really wanted to break this flank over here. So here again, the Goths won this battle. Should have been bringing units over to help us out, but yeah, I guess just a little bit slow to the reaction. I think these units, yeah, my Royal Peltas were getting shot by the Scorpion up here. So I just decided to pull them back around over this way to try to support Rome against Kush. Rome did this weird, like, I don't know, what do you want to say? Like, he columned up a little bit more in all of his attacks. I'm not sure why, but that's something that he had going on. Again, Kush really letting Rome have it here. Over here, it's still just a big fight here with my cav and a bunch of infantry, but we pretty much have the Shotel warrior surrounded. And then back here, I sacrificed my median cav, my healthy median cav, just to hold this Pontic Royal cav in place as they were trying to cycle charge in and then back out and then back in again. So here, the Goth player finally moving his units up and around this way. Good on him. Over here, you can see their Scorpion ranking up to Bronze 3 already. Not their Scorpion, their Archers are Bronze 3. Their Scorpion... yeah, here you go. Their Scorpion was moving around this way to set up in the city down here so they could shoot down. But yeah, these Cretan Archers, Bronze 3. So, really just letting my units have it. And this is my screw up for the battle. You always have one mistake that you're not proud of, I think, per battle. So this is my one mistake here. Let this one Royal Peltis get wrecked down here. But I still have a pretty healthy army overall, so. See the balance of power slightly in our favor now. Still fairly even, but slightly in our favor. So again, just trying to fend off Pontus over here. Finally, their Royal Cav is starting to break. Up here, Scorpion set up, ready for the next wave. So here, I was trying to cut down some of them with my archers. I believe Rome was doing the same. Didn't want to use all my ammo up here, as again, they weren't pikes and they weren't archers, but they were heroes of Sparta, and I wanted them gone. So at this point, Rome doesn't have a bunch left. He's got some units left, but a lot of them are pretty weak. I have probably... no, I was going to say I have the healthiest army, but Goth has a lot of units left as well. And again, not sure why he's just camping outside of the city. He should have been bringing units in to help us out. I mean, Rome's over here fighting literally their nemesis faction. And here's Praetorians are facing the wrong way. That doesn't help. But again, if the Goths would have brought in both of these are Oathsworn here. I mean, just to help out with beating these Shotels. That would have been nice. But here we finally took this flank on the Goth side and the Pontus side. So that was good on our part, but again, still just getting shot down. We really didn't have much of a choice besides to try to take on these Spartan hoplites, and I knew that we would be able to defeat them because they're just Spartan hoplites. And we're talking, you know, Eagle Cohort, we got Armored Legionaries. I have mostly a Thorax Swordsman with some Royal Peltis, that's what I was trying to say. But here I'm just trying to rain in some arrows from behind. And again, a pivotal moment when Rome lost half of his archers right over here, just not doing anything. Just getting shot down, not shooting or anything. If we would have had 2 more Roman archer units here, I think we could have broke this line a lot faster. So I just heard pikemen somewhere. They formed phalanx. I'm not sure. It was me. I'm not sure who just formed. Someone just brought up pikes and formed them, but I'm not sure where it was. I heard it in the background. Here you can see, luckily, Kush is getting defeated fairly quickly now. and they're pulling back, so I was really hoping that they were gonna, push through this way. Right here, I'm bringing up pikes. I'm just hoping that, I didn't see, I mean, they had archers right here, but I think they're out of ammo. Yep, these are the ones that were up on the cliff earlier. So still, I'm just getting hammered by their archers up here on the cliff, so great move to Sparta again. I'm firing into the backs of their hoplites. I think the Goth player was a little bit afraid of Pontus or Kush coming down and around if he charged through here. And here you can see Sparta just pretty much use their archers to hold our units in place down here, whilst they pulled their army back. Saw that I brought up pikes, and so they're like, nope, this flank was lost. They were going to lose to my pikes. So they pulled back. This next part of the battle here is actually I guess it's pretty slow. It was a lot of like cat and mouse trying to poke at each other, see where the weakest point is. But it's a good point, and I don't want to cut it out of the video because it makes a good talking and discussion point here. So basically what happened is, because I had to use so much ammo, I'm taking out Kush's archers and helping to kill off Sparta here, because, Rome lost a lot of units back here that were archers. I didn't have a lot of ammo left, and this happened as well. So first talking point here is the importance of archers. So because I was pretty low on ammo and Rome had lost so many archers, we pretty much get to a stagnant point in the battle right here, because we weren't too afraid of Spartan hoplites or even these heroes of Sparta. They're pretty battered already. But our main issue, let's see here if I can find them. Our main issue, I guess they haven't come down quite yet, but it's pikemen. Sparta had pikemen, Pontus had pikemen, and or maybe Sparta didn't have pikemen. Pontus and Kush had pikemen, and they were fully ready to defend those pikes with their own archers, because Pontus hadn't used very many archers yet, and Kush only lost lost 2 units, so they still had 2 archers as well. So this is the importance here of archers, you can see, because we get to a point in the battle where we were able to take the outside settlement fairly easily. I mean, it wasn't super easy. I guess Rome got battered pretty easy, but we're pretty well there. But here we're at this point where there's a choke point here, and a choke point here. And those are the only 3 ways up. And they have more than enough pikes. You can see them coming up right now. More than enough pikes to bring up. And now, I had pikes, and the Goths actually have pikes back here. But we don't have enough archers to kill their pikes, because they do some pike stacking, what it's called in here. Some hosts ban it from the rules before the match starts, and some don't. But they actually intermix their pikes with, like, say, these Pontic swordsmen to help block arrows. So yeah, right here, we pretty much just stand there and look at each other for a while. And I'm trying to figure out a way to weasel my way through there. Right now, they just have armored showtails and Pontic swordsmen, but we could see the pikes moving up. And I guess we probably shouldn't have hesitated so long. We might have been able to take them if we just hard pushed through. It brings up another talking point. Hesitation doesn't always pay off in the long run. In fact, it almost never does. But here I'm still getting shot. These are my pikemen here, even getting shot by Cretans over here. And Kush right here. So I'm losing my pikes. And I have some pikes up here too. And then we have some of the auxiliary Syrians from Rome who have some ammo left. There's 2 units that he has left. Trying to shoot into these mercenary Cretans here. But again, they're pretty intermixed with other units, so they're stopping a lot of the arrows. So here, we start forming up and start exchanging javies. Again, Pontus not doing terrible in this battle. I might actually might have to do some battles with him here. They really impressed me overall in this match. And I actually really like their color scheme. I'm a big fan of blue. So nice like aquamarine blue. So this is the part here. We're engaged right here. And we're actually not doing terrible. I'm bringing up my pikes right here. My pikes do something weird. It's Rome 2's pathfinding. That's really all. I mean, I was trying to line them up every which way, trying to tell them to attack different, and this is what they're doing. This is what they're giving me. So, not sure what that was all about, but oh well. So back here, this is a pike wall. And there goes the Goth player charging right into it. Yeah. Not a great move. And yeah, we're just pretty much stuck right here. We're trying to get through. We're trying to break through. Over here, we're trying to just melt them down with some archers. And it's not having much of an effect on them. Rome has their scorpion set up right here. And I'm not sure if they actually shot through those or not. It'd be interesting to see here if they can shoot through those. Because I saw them set up back here. But I didn't know if they could shoot through there or not. Here, Pontus bringing their pikes back now as the Goth player is shooting them with his elite Gothic archers. Well, these ones are out of ammo, but these ones. But they're getting pretty well melted by Pontus's eastern archers up here. And I was telling Goth to bring up his other units here. He's got pikes back here. He's got another archery unit, which is what we desperately need right now, and his general unit. But he didn't listen for a while, and then yeah, all of a sudden he'll bring him up here. But here, my unit's starting to break as Kushite pikes pushed up, and I'm trying to use archers, trying to use javies to break them down. I got some Royal Peltis. Throwing in javelins, and my archers trying to shoot them down, but it's just they had a lot of pikes. They didn't use any pikes in this fight yet, and they were very well defended in here. So the other talking point I wanted to go over here, as far as tactic wise, is you need to listen to your teammates as well and watch what they're doing and make sure that we're not, forgetting units in the back, because we were telling this Goth player that he needs to move up his units, and he just left them back here, and it's kind of frustrating. Again, unless you're in like voice chat or something, that's kind of hard. But me and the Rome guy were talking back and forth quite a bit, so. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what he was doing, if he went AFK for a while or what, the Goth player, but yeah, right now we're pretty much just stagnant, and we're just trying to poke holes in their army here and see if we can get some work done. But it's just crazy the range that archers have. See what kind of bow there. Not these guys. Who was just shooting at my man? They'd shoot again. I'm not sure who was just shooting. But Rome and I were talking back and forth quite a bit of different tactics here, how we should play it. Here's where the Goth player finally moves up his army. There's pikemen. The sad thing is, we had no way to get in. They had us blocked in with pikes. And it's great plays by the enemy team. And Rome and I were like, all right, we're pretty much out of ammo at this point. Both of us are. I'm out of, even my Royal Peltis are all out of javelins. He's all out of Pelum. So it's just, We knew that this side was weaker here, and this side had, yeah, these had Bronze Shield pikemen and Kushite pikes, and yeah, I'd even consider doing like a Pontus campaign, like a series. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys would like to see a Pontus campaign, I'm thinking about doing a new campaign on a Total War game here. But just let me know what faction you guys would want to see played through, and we can go through a campaign. Again here, um, Goths bringing up units, but it's just a trap. It's just a complete trap. And yeah, he can easily cut through these hoplites, no problem. Especially with his like Dark Age units here. But these pikes are the problem for all of us right now. We had no way through over here. Didn't see any pikemen. So this was our ticket. Here you can see Rome just moving in some of his units now over on this side. So one thing that would have helped, I think, at this point, is if I had brought some artillery. I think if I would have brought an artillery unit and saved it, which I think I'm going to start doing more in future battles, save an artillery piece and then walk it in. Once the walls are safe, walk that bad boy in and just park it right here. And just start going to town on these units. Or even bring it around here, park it here, and go to town on these units. Because you know with the siege, I'd say at least 90% of the time you get to a point like this. Where you either need archers, or you need artillery, or you need your own pikes to cut through their pikes. They are a complete wall. So here, Rome and myself getting engaged with these Spartan hoplites. And Rome and I came to the conclusion, we're like, yeah, there's no way to poke a hole in this defense. We just got to try to push our way through it. So that's what we're going with here. You know, even, I'm just thinking here. I'm not sure if it would work, but even if I had brought like a heavy onager and had him shoot up over, I wonder if they would have had enough range or been able to shoot up that high and over. I'm guessing they could. That would have been super helpful. Into the back of these guys? Yeah. That would have been nice. So again here, Goth holding his units back. We actually were getting these Kushite pikes taken down a little bit. Bronze shield pikemen. Actually, let's take a look here. They have 65 armor, so I mean it's not terrible. It's really not terrible. Kushite pikes, 50 armor. Let's see here, where's my pikes at? Thorax pikemen, 70 armor. Yeah, so not terrible on those bronze shield pikemen. Plus they're triple bronze chevron now, so their melee defense is up there pretty high. So over here, we were kind of winning, kind of not. Sparta was just dumping in people, and we were pushing them back pretty well. And then here comes these bronze shield pikemen again. So the pikes were really just holding us up completely. We kept retreating, kept pushing in because we couldn't get past the pikes. So here, you know, I thought, okay, they took the pikes away, so now we can start pushing up again, try to come in. But you know, I had the Goth player trying to shoot his remaining arrows at the bronze shield pikeman, but he didn't have that much ammo left. I mean, he only took this bronze shield pikeman down to 137, so didn't really help us that much in the long run. Back here, yeah, same story. Pikes holding it off. So Pike's really just really the MVP of this battle here so far. So again, Rome and I just trying to cat and mouse our way through, hoping our main hope was that the enemy would screw up, like make a human error where they would turn their pikes the opposite direction, or Rome 2 itself would just screw up and turn their pikes the wrong way, or they'd run their pikes somewhere where they shouldn't, where they weren't trying to run them, and it would give us a little gap, a little breach of opportunity. But they weren't. So here, I guess my main plan is right now is stagnant, and so my main plan was just to push my pikes into theirs and try to use some of my other units to push these Spartan hoplites back to protect the flank of my pikes. And I was hoping that the Goth player would bring up his swords as well. Back here, same old story. Goth player charging in full units to these pikes. I get that we don't really have an answer to the pikes. But this is a funnel of death back here. Complete funnel of death. Up to 256 kills already. These Bronze Shield pikemen. 256 kills. Working their way up to 300. And he knew, the Pontus player knew that he had this in the bag back here. Just look at how cool that is. Look at those pikes marching up. And what does the Goth player do? He charges them right into those pikes. You know the outcome of that. You know they're going to lose that. So, not sure what he was planning there. No harm, no foul, I guess, but... Let's see, over here... like I said, we were cutting through him over here. Pontus had one unit of pikes that was running back and forth here, and I can't remember. I think they pulled back. But we were cutting through him over here. Unit losing decisively for these Cretan archers, and their Spartan hoplites over here. I mean, they're in melee combat even, so again, more Spartan hoplites coming up, but it's actually closer than you'd think here. But balance of power now shifting towards our enemy's favor. And it would have been like one good move. If we could break through this side, we would have it in the bag. But unfortunately, we needed infantry. We needed infantry very, very badly, or archers, to help us push through the flank faster. And the Goth player just now bringing up Oathsworn. 2 units of full, or not quite full, fairly healthy units of melee infantry back here doing nothing. Simply doing nothing. I mean, pikemen sitting there doing nothing. At this point, the Goth player pretty much lost his flank. Rome, I think, just completely gave up on microing this flank as well. 82 units of Praetorian Guard losing decisively because they're being cut in the back by pikemen. So here again, more Cretan archers shooting down on us. Oof. Big missile volley coming in there. So, at this point, things are starting to look a little bit more gloom for my team. We did great pushing in the walls. I was able to push quickly, except for this unit right here. Again, annoying, but able to push quickly through and really capture a lot of ground quickly and advance fast through it. Here we were able to take out the Spartans fast. And Rome being super aggressive, push back. The Goths taking longer to get in. We did great on the outer walls. We get to this point right in here, and it's just a stalemate. We're just stuck here. So we have just over 8.5 minutes left here in the timer for the battle. So we had to do something. So we're just charging in here. Like I said, I'm trying to get my pikemen in there, but I actually told them to attack here. But they are kind of getting attacked in the flank. I'm trying to get my, my archers and these thorax swordsmen here just to hold back these Spartan hoplites. But again, they're kind of putting in work. So here, Goth and I guess Rome all but lost his flank. Um, and this will be the beginning of the end for our team here. This flank getting crushed opened up this entire side for them to come down, and Goth can do nothing about it. Goth player could do nothing about it. So again, we're winning this fight right here. We're pushing through. Even if the Goth player would have just sat back here, out of the range of the archers of Pontus. Even if he would have sat back there and just kept his threat. I mean, he had probably half of his army left. Maybe not quite, a quarter of his army left just sitting back here doing nothing. And then just charged them in and got them all killed from these pikemen. Let's take a look at what their kill counter is at. Let's see, it was these guys, hoplites, bronze shield pikemen, 34 kills. Here they are, 296 kills, right at 300 kills. Still 116 men left. Charged them all in to get killed there in that fatal funnel. If he would have just kept his threat right here, just keep that threat there so that Pontus would have realized, and maybe, feigned it every once in a while, ran in, ran back out, but didn't lose a bunch of units. I think if we had more time, we would have been able to push through here. Here, Sparta does have some pikemen. Here now they're able to bring those pikes up. And, we're kind of pushing through right here now, but I don't know. Again, I don't know. Sometimes the pathfinding in this game, it's just crazy. I don't know if it's just my luck or what, but seriously, every battle, it's like pathfinding is just crazy for some of my units. These pikemen doing their own thing, but it's fine. So Rome and I were like, pikes, pull back. And we'd be like, pikes, pull back. And then when they would take their pikes around to a different flank, we'd push our men back in again. So that's what I mean by cat and mouse. But again, this entire flank just thrown away over here. So down here, Goth actually holding him now with his pikes. But I actually want to see the armor. So I haven't really seen Goth in a battle before, so 60 armor, not great. 4 charge bonus. And these Gothic pikemen are... I think they're almost all around worse than bronze shield pikemen. But I mean, you'd expect it, right? Like, semi-Germanic tribe. I think pikes, probably not a great thing. So yeah. At this point, my general was just throwing javies into their pikes here. But we were getting pushed back pretty heavily. Now there is just over 4.5 minutes left in this battle, according to the timer down here. And yeah, it's not looking good for the attackers here, for my team. I was trying to get my general to cycle through, but again, here comes their pikes are sitting here. The pikes really just, we had no way around them. And that just goes to show you, though, that just goes to show you the usefulness of pikes and how really our enemy team was able to kill our archers fast and force us to use missiles just to break through them using great tactics to make us be unable to break through their pikemen back here. You can see the balance of power was in our favor pushing through here when we got to this point. And now very much looking like we're going to lose here. So, like I said, I know that part was kind of not the most exciting, not super thrilling, but I wanted to talk about some key points in there that some players, I guess, could have improved on, and in the future, things that I could even improve on. So it's always super fun for me too, just to go through these battles and look at when I'm playing them. Like I can do replays from other people, and I don't mind that, but it's just I like to do some of my battles too because I get to see, you know, spots where I made errors as well, which is, kind of just like if you're watching football or something, your coach goes over your plays and picks out spots where we could improve on as a team, and that's what I kind of do for myself here. So overall, a super fun match. Uh, Great job to my opponents here. Um, Over here, I did miss, but the Goth player did get a nice rear charge into these pikes. Kush blocking it with his Disciples of Epidemic. Cool looking unit. That's pretty much spelling the end of us here, though. I think Rome pretty much gave up at this point. I don't even know if his general is still alive. This might be his general. Possible. But it's always super fun to get engaged in the chat. I'm like screaming war cry stuff in the chat right now. You will not defeat us. Ah! As I'm charging in my general. Doing stuff with him. And over here again, the pikes of Kush. Or not Kush. Pontus just pushing in here and killing off Goth. I will say this. The DLC factions are interesting. I've played a few matches with them. They seem to do really good or really bad. I don't think they're balanced for a lot of these enemy factions that you fight in with the majority of people. And so, yes, Goth had great swords. He had, I think, pretty good archers in the long run. But he's fighting, pikes. He's fighting pikes. He's fighting, great armor piercing faction of Kush. And in the end, I don't think that they were necessarily balanced. And I think that's why some hosts ban them. Here's where I was screaming, ah! Because my general was the last unit alive. And didn't want him to die. But it's fine. He was going to go out with a fight, so yeah, overall, great battle here. If you guys want to see some of the DLC factions in some matches, let me know down in the comments below. I forget what they're called. The original, like, kind of Spartanish faction that wear, like, more of the 300 style armor from the Bronze Age. I play with them sometimes. I forget what they're called now, but they're actually quite fun to play. Back here, yeah. It's pretty much over at this point. Great match to my opponents here. They did some awesome tactics. They fell back at the exact right times. Great positioning of the Scorpion artillery up here with his archers. I knew going into this, I knew that bringing up my guys from this side was going to be basically a really hard take because he's going to put his archers up there or some sort of artillery. So yeah, unfortunately, that's how it went, and yeah, it was overall a good match though. Learned some key points there. So alrighty, so if we look at this end screen here, we're looking at the end screen. We can see that all the names of the players here, and then you can see the kills versus losses, deployed, all that stuff. Up here, see here. There we go. Now it's switching. For some reason, it wasn't switching right away. But you can see up here, Rome's archers, 159, 109. Those were his last two. This unit is the one that got mowed down. His general getting 2 kills. Artillery, 114. Not great, not terrible. Praetorian's doing pretty good. Here, for my army, Royal Peltis is the one. These two got shredded by the Scorpion. Other than that, not doing terrible. 200 kills, 183. My archer's doing semi-okay for pretty much all of them. And again, the units with low kills, ones that got shredded by arrows. Or the Scorpion. Here, the Goth player, you can even see like the DLC faction has different unit cards. And you can see Goth player, 0 kills on the artillery. And really, I mean, these warriors, not terrible. These are the ones that were up on the walls and whatnot. But these axes, 30 kills, 40 kills, 60 kills, not fantastic. On the opponent's side over here, Pontus doing great, getting quite a few kills on his archers. And overall, I think, yeah, 412 kills for these bronze shield pikemen. Got up to silver chevron here. Great job by Pontus in holding some of those key choke points. The man, a very fitting name for a Spartan player. Coming in here clutch with his Cretians, 339 kills. 339 kills on these for these Cretians. And that was definitely majority of my men there. I'll admit that. And then down here we have Drunk Chewbacca, yeah, playing as Kush. And 300 kills again on these armored Shotel warriors. That's what happens when you take. If I was Rome, I would run to the opposite side of the map and try to attack with somebody else if I was facing off against Kush. Kush is the absolute bane of Rome, and they mow through their infantry units. Disciples of Epidemic, 244 kills here. So again, overall, great battle. Had super fun playing it, and we'll catch you next time. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. That way I know you guys like it. Like I said, if you want to see some kind of a Let's Play series or something like that going through a campaign, let me know that too down in the comments below. Thanks. Later.